Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is the one and only podcast that you only need for your life as well as your relationship. We are absolutely talking about Welcome to Forever. I'm one of your hosts, the Walking Holiday, He-Man, and I am here, of course, with the smoothest man on the other side of the Arctic, cooler than a polar bear with a phenom, with the flu. I said a phenom, I'm thinking wrestling, bro.
Talk about it.
Coldest man, colder than a polar bear with the flu. I'm talking about P. Mac Chambers.
Hey, you're too kind. You're too kind.
Hey,
too kind.
Only call it like I see it.
Yes, we're here. What is this? Episode 4.
Right.
Man, 4 weeks in. We still here. Y'all still rocking with us. We appreciate every last one of the listeners. Shout out to the YouTube listeners as well. Make sure to hit that subscribe button too.
Please do. If you won't do, you disappointed.
Yes. All right. So this week, it's actually been a slow week for the most part.
True. You know, it seemed like, how can I put it? It was slow, but it went by fast.
Very much so.
You know, if that makes sense.
Very much.
You know, every time when we come in, we always come up with a certain theme for the certain podcast. We generally tailor it to a certain object dealing with relationships or men versus women. And last time we touched on cuffing season. Just a reminder for you guys that probably didn't get a chance to listen to episode 3. But before, we had wrapped up before Paul had, brought up a good topic. We weren't able to squeeze it in at that time, but we figured that we'd hit y'all right off the back with something that makes a lot of sense. Go ahead, talk about it, P-Mac.
Oh, man. Why the hell do women screenshot everything and send it and be showing it up to their homegirls and shit, saying, "Oh, look at he all in my inbox, this and that," or even a nigga that they with. Right. As soon as he piss her off, he's the next meme.
Yeah. He don't even know it.
The next meme, and you
don't know it. But it was something that you had brought up as well with it, and you had touched on it off the podcast, but it made so much sense. Yeah. You was talking about how the screenshots kind of prevent fellas from expressing their feelings.
Yeah, I mean, because I know me, I'm one that obviously I'm going to do it face to face.
Right.
But every now and then, you want to send your girl a little message, let her know that you think about it.
Right.
Know? I feel like a lot of guys would be hesitant to even do that just because of screenshot.
No doubt.
I mean, so many women do it. I mean, I know I would think twice about sending some shit out now just because I piss her off. I know I'm the next man.
You know she's going to throw it out there.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be
because
like,
women are petty like that.
Yes. And I'm like, what do you gain by being that petty for that moment and causing that much damage that can end up ruining a lot of good shit? You know what I'm saying? Because what is one of the biggest critiques they always say, man? They don't share their feelings. He don't tell me how he feels. He doesn't. And like you say, for the most part, I'm exactly like you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I want to be able to look you in your eyes, be able to judge your body language, see how you feeling, go from there. But when you just going on a prayer and throwing that damn text message out there, like you say, you could be the next Facebook monster. You could be the next girl. Look at her. This, that, and other.
And I mean, that's the thing. They sit there and ask that. But let's say they send us some sweet shit and they're expecting us to send them some shit back.
Right.
Like I said, they might make a dude hesitant to do that just because, man, what if she screenshot this shit?
Right.
Put all my business out there.
Exactly.
All because I piss her off.
And that's a fair question, particularly in the beginning of a relationship. In the beginning of the talking phase. We won't even say a relationship. We'll say in the talking phases. When you feel like, okay,
that's another important distinction we need to make too. Dating versus talking.
Right.
Because I feel like those are two different stages. Very
much so. Because they get used interchangeably, but they are not the same.
Very much.
But when you first get to know a person and you vibe with them, y'all done hung out a few times, and because let's be honest, some niggas do nut up. They probably don't. They feel nervous. Yes, fellas, it's okay to admit that you feel nervous when you want to tell her how you feel face to face.
Yeah.
But between that computer screen or that phone, that text message, feel that little level of comfort.
Yep.
But at the same time, like you say, the screenshot. What the receipts.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
My words don't. You can't get nothing for that. You take that shit back to Walmart.
That's what I'm saying.
HEB.
And it's just that shit. That shit is ammo,
Right.
for women now. It's
Right.
like this shit is becoming a disease
Yes.
because half of the memes I see now are screenshots of shit. Now I know that there's a way to fake, text conversations and shit.
Right.
Women ain't going through that trouble.
Nah.
Of faking a text conversation. They just gonna screenshot the shit and call it a day.
And throw it out there. Period.
Shit is whack.
Yeah, well, because you feel like, how can I put it, man? When you grown, eventually you got to get over petty. Everybody has certain ways. Everybody has certain things. I get that. But to go out your way and be petty,
Yeah.
man, that gets old.
You ain't lying.
That gets really, really old. And I know some people like, oh, well, you know what? That's just me. I just be petty. No, man. I mean, eventually you got to grow up,
Grow
right?
your ass up.
Eventually you got to get to a point to where if you want an adult relationship, you got to start exhibiting adult actions.
Cause ain't no real nigga gonna put up with that shit.
Nah,
I'm not.
ain't got
I'm
time
gonna be
for it.
20. I'm going on 29. You
Right.
think I got time for that bullshit? Fuck no.
Period. But
I
you,
ain't got time. My time is my inventory.
for real. And you,
Fuck that.
and you know what? That's the thing. We should treat our time like we treat our money. Who are you investing in? You don't give everybody $50 or $100.
Hell no.
So why do they deserve your time in the same fashion or capacity? But that's where that pettiness coming. I don't have that time to be petty. But at the same time, you do, like you call them, P-Mac, them fuck niggas
Mm-hmm.
that do the same thing.
Yes,
They
sir.
be petty just like females do.
Telling you. I mean, it's almost to the point now where I don't even really go look for women as much because niggas are the new bitches.
That's true.
Like,
They get their rocks off of being petty. And I'm like, look, I get roasting. All right, I get it. You can roast all day. But when you on three-way listening,
that shit's trash.
you know what I'm saying, that old school stuff that you supposed to be over with when you was in high school, middle school.
Mm-hmm.
When you're on three-way with a female or listening to females go back and forth and participating in that, or he say, she say, come on, man.
That shit trash.
You got to get over that. You got to get over that.
And I don't even get caught up in all that he say, she say shit. I'm a firm believer in, I believe 0% of what I hear and only 50% of what I see.
Real talk.
And for all of you dumbasses that don't know how you can only believe 50% of what you see, I'll give you an example.
Break it down.
Let's say you're dating a chick.
All right.
I go somewhere, say Cheddar's or something like that.
Right on.
I go give me something to eat.
Right.
I see her there with another guy.
Okay.
I'm seeing her
Exactly.
with my own two eyes.
Right. Your peepers.
I go back to you
Uh-huh.
with no other information other than what I saw.
Right.
And say, hey man, I think your girl cheating on you. I just seen her at Cheddar's with dude.
Right.
And you tell me, oh, her brother's in town. They just left him over here. They just want to go get something to eat.
Exactly.
Now I look stupid.
Right.
That's where not having information becomes a problem.
But,
And that is why I only believe 50% of what I see.
and that makes sense because it has to be some type of backstory to it.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that people take and run with that first 50%.
Yep.
You know, it can have a reasonable explanation, just like you said. Or even if she didn't tell me, she probably sent me a text after the hey babe, sorry I didn't pick up my phone, or blah blah blah. My brother was in town. Whoop whoop, this that another. That is how trouble gets started.
Very much so.
And ladies, yes, y'all jump to conclusions better than they do at the Olympics. He could be sitting up there chilling with his sister, his cousin, can have proof, and it's still not good enough. Who is
They
she?
don't care.
That could be anybody. No, that must be that girl. And the coldest thing about it is it won't end that day. It can
Nope.
3, 6, 8 months later. Hey babe, how was your day? Ask that heifer you was with at Cheddar's how her day was. What is you talking about? You know the one. No, I don't. the one that you was sitting up there. My girl seen you. Y'all was sitting up there. You had the country fried steak, and she had the dog on me. She had the pasta. Talking about my sister, my cousin. You know which one, man. They will not let you live it down. But,
and then even if you could legitimately not know what they're talking about because it's just so asinine,
right?
That you cannot know. And then they'll even try to flip that around. Oh, now you trying to act like you don't know.
No, yeah, like we really playing games.
If you don't get on somewhere with your childish ass,
I'm trying to tell you. And see, the thing is, like, say for instance, for me, I work in a predominantly female, atmosphere. Most of the jobs I'm surrounded by mostly females. Whoever I do decide to be with, they gonna have to understand that. I'm not finna be I do not work around a lot of chorizo. I don't. A lot of the people that I interact with are of the opposite sex. So she has to have some type of not only trust but confidence in herself, knowing that, hey, I work in this environment. I will have females that will come up and talk to me when I'm out and about. But that's most likely work related. Do you think women get jealous like that because they lack confidence? Or do they just like to be petty and just hold it over a man's head?
Both.
Both? Think they go hand in hand?
I do.
All right.
Like I said, I ain't got time. I do not time.
Not even
because if I'm investing my time in you and I'm giving you everything I have,
right.
I don't have time to sit there. A, you not trusting me,
right,
and B, your insecurities show. I don't have time for all of that.
Exactly.
Because if I'm fucking with you, then there ain't no other bitch out here that can do anything for me but you.
Right.
So I don't want to hear nothing about them insecurities. I don't want to hear nothing about how you don't trust me
at all.
Because it's not going nowhere. If those two things are a factor, I'm ghost. I ain't got time for it.
That's one thing I would not tolerate. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm confident enough to know that the next man ain't me, I need you to rock with me and know that the next woman ain't you.
Mm-hmm.
We single for a reason. If I was gonna cheat, why not just be single? So when it's done, when the nigga's in a relationship, it is effectively, efficiently, undoubtedly over. You caught my attention. You was able to pull a magic trick that the world has never seen before in quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have enough to pull my attention, you have to have enough confidence in yourself, knowing that you'll be able to keep it.
And if for no other reason, I'm just too lazy to cheat.
For
That's not the only reason, but if for no other reason, I'm just too lazy.
You ain't got the time, people.
I don't have time to be sitting here running around. My car is too noticeable.
Right.
If you got friends, but I see his truck. He got the Batman emblems on the side. I see this truck.
You know they're gonna tell
big ass rims on here. He can't hide. I'm like, my truck's too noticeable for that
right.
shit. So I'm too lazy for that shit. Like you said, I'll just be single and just go fuck whoever I want to if I feel the need to cheat. Which, if I take that time to get into a relationship,
right,
cheating is out the window. I'm not about to sit there doing that bullshit.
One of your biggest, let me get your opinion on this. What do you think is the biggest reason why men cheat? We talked about before why women cheat. You know, say for instance on a cruise when they got that opportunity. But from your perspective, what is the biggest reason why you think men cheat? Why you think we sit up there and fall short and do some dumb shit?
A majority of the time, I think men cheat just for the thrill of it, almost.
Right on.
And quite possibly even searching maybe for something new.
Right.
Something that they've had for a long time. Maybe they get bored.
Right.
But like I said, men could fucking cheat just because the wind blow in the other direction.
That's it.
It don't take much for these dumbass niggas to cheat. Man.
Like I said, the thrill, like you say, the hunt. The fact that, for the most part, like you say, it's not.
I still got it.
Right.
You know
what I'm saying? Because when you already done corralled your prey, your relationship, your girl, you want to know if you still got it. Just like Unc at Thanksgiving out there shooting ball. You know what I'm saying? He trying to see, let me see that ball, young blood. Let me see if I still got it.
Y'all don't know nothing about this here, man.
Right.
Sure.
So he goes out there and see if he still got it. And in that way, it's very, very short term, the way we cheat. But what I mean by that is, once we see that we got it, now it can be addicting because we do got it. Okay, if I can pull her, who else can I pull? Who else interest can I get?
Yeah.
Where, like you talked about, the difference between a cheating and affair. If you haven't heard it in episode 1, please go back and check it out. But it's long term. It's very intimate when women cheat. It is on a very deep down level. Like I said, I just feel like niggas, when we cheat, is very short term. It's very physical in that regard. You know, it's not, what is she doing better than my girl besides rocking that dress? Besides putting on that lipstick? Besides, you know what I'm saying, shaking that ass? What is she doing? Does she make sure you fed? Does she make sure you got some money in your pocket? Does she make sure you got food on the table? Does she make sure that when you went to war with the world, that she is still in your corner? No. When we cheat, it's very superficial.
Very much so.
You know, so I'm rocking with you.
Like, I think the explanation he gave him, Baby Boy, was like the perfect explanation for this shit. When he was like, I fuck other hoes, I don't know why, I just do it.
Right.
I love you, I want to be with you.
Mm-hmm.
These other hoes is tricks. I want to be with you, but I fuck other girls from time to time. I don't know what to tell you. But that also brings up another conversation we had where, let's take that movie for example. Right. She sat there damn near just begging him to just admit it, that he had been cheating. And what happened? When he told her that, she couldn't handle it.
At all. Period.
He sat there and told her, he was like, I tell these other girls the truth because I don't care about them. I lie to you because I care about your feelings.
Right.
In layman's terms, what he's saying is you can't handle the truth if I was to tell it to you.
But what do they say? I can handle it. Just be honest.
Shit.
Just be that's like a police officer that tell you tell me the truth. Oh, 48, I'm gonna cut you a deal. I'm gonna help you out. You selling yourself up for failure. What? Bruh. She would tell you that to get that out of you. Then after that, you gun smoke. You out of there. But at the same time, if a man sit up there and tell you and you see it with your own eyes and yet you still decide to hang around, I'm gonna be the first one to tell you. Eventually that becomes on you. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. Eventually that becomes on you.
And then that brings me into another point. Again, let's go back to Baby Boy.
Alright.
When he sat there and he admitted the shit, what did she do next? She started hitting on him.
Yes.
He tried to leave. She kept hitting on him. Then he started trying to restrain her, started trying to stop her from hitting.
Right.
And she cold cocked that motherfucker. And he tried to leave again, and she kept hitting on him. Then what happened? He backhanded her ass, and she acted like she got hit with a bat. Now, as I've said before, I don't condone at all men putting their hands on a woman.
Right.
And even in that situation, I don't condone it.
Right.
But I had zero sympathy for her in that situation, to be honest.
I feel you on that.
You sit there, you putting your hands on a man. I don't agree with it either way.
Right.
Woman putting her hands on a man or vice versa. I don't agree with that shit either way.
Exactly.
Now, men, perceptually being bigger, stronger.
Right.
It goes a little bit more towards them, obviously.
No doubt.
But like I said, you sitting there, you swinging on a dude, and he hits you back.
Right.
I have zero sympathy for you.
Because it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Because, like you say, eventually a person's patience will wear thin. Even, the Pope, anybody that is getting treated like that will retaliate in some shape, form, or fashion, whether they say hurtful words that you can't take back or physically. But I'm 100% with you. I feel like by all means a man shouldn't put his hands on a woman.
Yep.
That's just fundamentally not right. That's not sound at all. Regardless of how hard she going in, she shouldn't do it.
Shit just weak to me.
Yeah. You just can't. You can't.
Like I said, I'll shake the shit out you. I'm gonna shake some sense. Or hit you with that damn outline. But I couldn't see myself just putting my hands on a woman.
That's just like
now, I did tell you about that one video I seen on Twitter where these two girls was fighting.
Right.
One of the girls, her dude jumped in, was trying to get her out. The other girl, her two friends, jumped on him, started hitting him.
Right.
He pushed them off, went back to trying to get his girl out of there.
Right.
They start swinging on him again, And this motherfucker went Mike Tyson punch out on their ass. Again, I have no sympathy for them.
You feel like that they earned that.
I don't. This motherfucker, he squared up too.
No, he didn't.
He squared up. He squared up and went off on them like the bell rang.
Come on, man.
And I had no sympathy for him. That's a situation right there where I'm still going to look at myself a little bit differently, but I'm not about to just sit there and let two chicks whoop my ass. I'm sorry.
So you ain't for the do it.
Y'all about to eat these hands to this shit. Especially in that situation where I'm not being violent. Right. I'm not doing anything towards y'all. I'm just trying to get my girl out of this fight. Right. And y'all come putting your hands on me? Nope.
Not for the deal.
Y'all about to eat these hands.
Not for the deal with it.
Braun Strowman style. Y'all about to get these hands.
It's like get this work. Because it's like, if a person, I'm a firm believer in control. You know,
very much.
Don't get me wrong, I'm absolutely spontaneous and very free at heart, but control is particularly with my emotions. And so if I let somebody, like say for instance a woman cheat on me, I can't see will I be angry, will I be pissed? You damn right. But I can't see myself being violent with her. I will cut you out my life. I will absolutely be finished with you, period. And some people ask, how can you do that? Very simple. I'd rather step on my own heart and break it than let anybody else do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I would rather take the energy to move away from you than to take the energy and hit you with it.
Yeah.
That just doesn't vibe well.
And you know something else I hate in those situations?
What's up?
Misplaced anger. My girl sit there and cheat on me, and I get mad at the dude. Why?
Exactly. Niggas gonna be niggas.
He doing what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Right. So what you doing finna box him for? That makes no sense.
I might even dap the nigga up like, hey,
you
more power to you.
Right. You show me who she really was.
No beef with you.
But nah, they feel like they pride hurt. They feel like, nah, this nigga, nah, bro, you showed me her true colors. Will nigga be hurt by that? You betcha. But at the same time, what I look like trying to throw paws on this man when he doing just what niggas do. Ladies, y'all notorious for that.
They
notorious for that.
Because it's almost like with them, they take pride in, oh yeah, you fucked my man, but he still came back to me. I won. I
don't understand that. A relationship is not a team sport.
I'm like, are you kidding me? You take pride in that?
It makes no sense. Like, a relationship, I take that back. A relationship is a team sport, but it's between the two people that's playing.
Yep.
But when he go out and go get practice squad members, or he go get other people to represent his squad, and it's just you, but you up there saying, but I was the team captain though. He chose me first. He chose y'all second. It's supposed to be a one-on-one game.
What?
Yeah.
Bro, what are you talking about?
That's pretty much how I feel.
Bro, I'm out, man.
Y'all niggas tripping. Y'all bitches be tripping with that shit, man.
I'm talking about
y'all take so much pride in saying, oh, I won.
I'm just like, wow.
I'm like, that shit is wild to me. I would never take any kind of pride in being with a chick. She go fuck another dude, but she come back to me and I say I won.
No.
Because she came back to me.
No. It don't work like that.
I'm not rocking.
Because that just means that you comfortable with, you got on a first place jacket with a last place clothes on.
Mm-hmm. You are with a gutter butt trollop.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Point blank and simple.
Plain and simple, man.
I mean, there's no other way around it. But that's what I think some of that has to deal with the fact that they would rather be, some women and some men would rather be used and abused mentally and emotionally than to be alone. Than to say, I don't want to be by myself. And I understand, sometimes you are invested in this person. You don't spend years in this person. You don't want someone else to take your investment away from you.
Very true.
But at the same time, eventually, I just feel like I'd rather deal with this person's stuff. I know this person. I'm not trying to relearn another person. I'd rather deal with this than to be alone, to be in a house by myself, to not have anyone around me. So
I just personally can't understand it, just because you sit there and you're willing to put all of this effort into this person, and they're not reciprocating it, period.
See, that
I can't do that.
Not at all.
I've been down that road.
Right.
It's not healthy.
It's not.
I was fucked up in the head when I was doing that shit. everything I got, and nothing was being reciprocated whatsoever. Fucked me up mentally even more.
Bro.
It made me insecure about shit.
Right. Because you start questioning yourself.
Yep.
And not only do you question yourself, you start making excuses for them in return.
Mm-hmm.
Why they haven't been invested. Why haven't they taken the time out to put the same amount of energy, love, and time in you as you have in them? You be
Yep.
like, well, maybe she's tired. Maybe this, maybe that, maybe everything except for what the real reason is. Why? Because when you have to stare down the barrel of that gun and just bite the bullet and say, this person don't care or love for me as much as I love them, that's a bitter pill to swallow.
You ain't lying.
You know, that's a troubling and very bitter pill to swallow to hold. So, nah, I'm rocking with you on that, bro.
Yeah, because the shit it's just rough, and at the end of the day, it's just not fair to you.
Right.
At some point, you have to put yourself first.
Exactly.
Afeni Shakur said, remember to keep yourself alive.
You have to.
You have to keep yourself alive first and foremost before you can do anything for anybody else, whether it's family,
Right.
friends, a relationship. You got to take care of numero uno first, because ain't nobody else going to do it for you.
It's not gonna happen.
You got to take care of yourself first, because if you can't give everything to yourself, then you damn sure ain't going to be able to give everything to nobody, to someone else.
Preach.
And even if you do, it ain't never going to be enough for
Right.
that person.
At all. Period.
Got to take care of yourself first.
Mandatory. Speaking of taking care of things, let's talk about taking care of the boys. And what I mean by the boys, the fellas. What I mean by the fellas, I mean you going out. Your boy needs a wingman. He needs somebody to fall on that grenade.
Oh,
now
I know
you
where this
you
is going.
you
I
you
know
you
where this is going.
no. I'm switching up, P-Back, I promise, because you fell on that grenade for me more than once, on more than one occasion. I give you mad props for that.
Except
So-
for where the fuck is Paul? I'm still having to deal with that shit.
Nigga, I'm gonna get you a shirt made called "Where's Paul." You gonna look like Dammy Waldo on that some bitch.
All I know is how did that night turn out, though.
Very good.
Yeah, there we go.
Very good.
There
Very
we go.
good.
I didn't leave you hanging.
I was scared though, Paul. I didn't know where you was at, my nigga. All I look up, I'm in a damn jungle by myself.
Man, I'm a big boy. I can take care of myself, and I took care of you in the process too. You know what I mean?
That is true.
Shoot.
That is damn
Yeah,
true.
You know.
So, it's a two-part question. I'm gonna leave with this one. All right. So, say for instance, you're in a relationship. Well, you're in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
And of course, you being who you are, confident as a man. Your old lady say, "Hey, me and the girls gonna go hang out. We finna go chop it up."
Yeah.
Cool, ladies' night. Now, just like we got wing men, there are wing women. So there's this cute guy that your girlfriend's friend is feeling.
Okay.
She wants your girl to run interference. She want her to be like, man, I want to talk to him, but his homeboy with him. Would you mind just talking to him, just so I can talk to his friend? How do you feel about your girl being a wing woman in regards to her? Because you know niggas gonna ask for the number. You know
Most
that they gonna sit up there and be
Tell
like,
you, all you had to do is smile at these fucking tender dicks, and they asking for the number.
right.
Well, my first question when my girl says me and the girl's about to go out
Uh-huh.
is always gonna be, what friends are you going out with?
All right.
Are you going out with the slutty hoe friends? Because in that case, either I'm going to or you ain't going.
Okay.
Because I've seen how some girls get with their hoe friends.
Uh-huh.
Maybe they aren't like that, but they get around their hoe friends
Okay.
and pick up certain tendencies. I'll say that.
You feel like that influence
Yeah.
kind of rubs off a little
Yeah.
bit. Birds
A
of a
little bit.
feather.
Most definitely.
Okay.
So if she says her hoe friends go, oh, you going with Keisha? Nope, you're not going nowhere with Keisha. Nope. You
But what happened if Keisha done turned her life around and give it to God? Give it to the Lord.
show me a receipt. Something. So, invite me to the baptism or something. Shit.
Oh man. I didn't say I need to see a receipt.
No. It's a very interesting question.
Because nowadays cats, not only are they gonna ask for the number, they gonna call, they gonna text, they gonna do it right then and there.
Because then it could be a tricky situation, because what if our homegirl is like, oh, he's having a little after party at his house.
Right.
Him and his boys are coming over there. Why don't you come with us and keep him occupied? Then those kind of things get a little tricky. Because I don't even know if I would be cool with that if it was on the other end.
Right.
I don't even know if I'd be like, dude, you on your own with that. Like, I can't do it.
Because basically you can only take it to the hill for so long.
Yeah.
They're at the bar, at the club, wherever. Cool.
Like, that's fine.
Right. But especially if she look like a Barilla.
Mm-hmm.
She look like something from a Stephen King movie or a novel.
Damn, straight Gila monster.
Bruh. Whew.
Luckily, you've never asked me to follow.
Nah, bruh, I would not.
That far.
I would not. I put it like that. I would feel bad. I would wrap it up quick. I'd be like, look, I'm feeling you. You know what I'm saying? Let me get your number. Let's go from here. Da 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 da. Well, I'm gonna have to pass.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to pass. You know what I'm saying? Because
talk about it.
Because for the simple fact of the matter is that gets uncomfortable. Because
You ain't lying.
Because Paul, you're a tall stack of water. Tall drink of water. She gonna be looking you up and down like nostrils flaring up. How you doing?
And I ain't got time. I ain't got time. Like, your voice deeper than mine and your shape up is better than mine too. I ain't got time.
She said she'll make time for you though. She'll be good to you. As you say, ain't that what you say, P-Mate? I'll be good to you. What happened? She say, I'll be good
I don't want
to
you to be good to me.
Okay, my next question is. Oh, go ahead.
Just a quick little story for the listeners that does bring me to when I had to fall on that grenade for you that one time at Dodge when you was chopping it up with old girl, but her homegirl would not leave her.
Right.
And it was a chick that I used to work with, and she was in love with my ass, but she was a stage 5 clinger. And I was like, fuck, I need to run some interference for him so he can at least put his boogie down with her. But damn it, if I do, she ain't gonna leave my ass out. But I was just like, fuck it, let me just go ahead and do this real quick.
You did that.
And man,
you did that, Paul. And when I say, because you're right, because you do got some women out there that are like more clinger, not clinger. They stick to you better than damn me, the fabric softener that come fresh out the dryer.
And then you saw it firsthand, because I could tell she's one of them that she don't want her homegirl to get any play.
Right.
So that whole time you was up there chopping it up with her, she would not leave
at all. Period.
That ain't the case with me and you.
Right.
If I see you chopping it up with a chick and I'm sitting right there,
right.
You know how we get down. You'll introduce me or whatever,
exactly.
And vice versa. I'll introduce you,
right?
But I'll be like, "Hey, how you doing? I'm Paul." And if she ain't got a homegirl with her, then I'm gonna bust a move, and I'm gonna circulate and let you do your thing. She was not having that. That's why I was like, "Fuck!" Now I gotta go over here and do this bullshit.
And ladies, we need to talk about that. Why y'all don't let y'all girl? I get it's ladies' night. But guess what? Maybe your girl wants some chorizo. Maybe she wants some companionship. Maybe she wants some attention.
She's been single for a whole minute. You know?
So what's up with this mother goosing? I need y'all to explain that to us. Let us know why, when you see her getting some play, and it's going well, are you afraid to just sit there by yourself? Do you feel like you're the third wheel? I mean, what is going on? What makes it so hard for y'all just like, oh, she gets some act right on. She ain't drunk. We ain't talking about her being sloppy drunk. We're not talking about her.
That's a whole different
ball game. But she's got her wits about her. She is enjoying this conversation.
She's genuinely interested in chopping up with you, and you sitting there ear hustling all up in her damn ear and shit. Like, dude, that shit is corny.
You could know her thought. You could read her thoughts better than she can before you by listening so hard. You can see the words coming out her mouth.
And I was trying for the life of me to not go over there too. I was like, okay, leave.
Right.
Leave. Like, damn it, shit.
She wasn't hearing it.
Like, all right, let me go hit this real quick.
And you did, man. You fell on a grenade, damn me. You did that.
Whack,
you get a Medal of Honor for that one.
I deserve it.
Yeah.
Shit. Purple Heart. And a Silver Star.
So let me ask you this. In your opinion, who do you think make better wingman? Or would you prefer a wing man or a wing woman? Who do you feel like can put you down better, or who does it better? in your opinion?
Well, obviously, in this discussion, I can only go from experience.
Right.
So, in my experience, it's been the wingman.
I agree.
Now, that being said, I don't like people.
You let that be well known.
Everybody that knows me knows I fucking hate people.
Right.
I'm an introvert. I call myself a social introvert because I can turn that shit off and on like a light switch.
Right.
But don't get it twisted. I hate people.
Plain and
I don't
simple.
like being around people to a
Right.
certain extent. So I don't hang out with a lot of people.
Right.
If I'm not I love the company of women.
Right.
Ain't even got to be fucking. I know that's a common misconception, ladies, but not every man wants to fuck you.
But that's what they
And sometimes it's better when you know you can't. When you cool with a girl and you know you can't fuck her, sometimes that situation is even better.
think. It is.
So if I'm not hanging out with women, obviously I'm either with you
Right.
or I'm either with Mook.
Likewise.
Plain and simple. I don't hang out with that many guys.
And see, I'm the same way. Because I just feel like we talked about earlier, niggas are the new females. They will go and run and tell your business. They'll get, unless I've been kicking it with you from day one, you either gonna see me with you, Mook, probably a few coworkers from work, but that's just about it. I just don't understand or feel that whole I gotta be around a group of cats all the time. I just don't feel that. Plus, I feel like wingmen work better. Why? Because there's no speculation
Yeah.
what is going on. Because when you got a wing woman, one of the first things that go through a woman's mind is they fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this my friend. Nah, y'all. First thing she thinking, friend. What type of friend? She could genuinely be that.
That's the equivalent of a chick saying, "Oh, that's my bro."
Yeah, that's my bro.
I've been a lot of chicks' bros before, and you know what? I fucked them too. So
Letting it be known. Letting it be known.
shit, but yeah, it's just wow, I just don't hang out with a lot of dudes. Like you said, a lot of dudes be dirty macking too.
Right. Like
They'll sit there. Like old boy. Let's take old boy for example. And you know which one I'm talking about. too.
Okay. Break it down.
I hate them niggas that they'll try to get at a girl
Mhm.
and she don't give them no play.
Right.
But as soon as he see her giving you some play,
Oh man.
he running up to you like, I don't even know why you trying to talk to her. Oh, she a hoe, she this, she that. I'm like,
Right.
nigga, just because she didn't give you no play, I'm fine over here, my nigga.
Right. Right.
I'm fine over here. Just like when old boy tried to come to me, saying, "Oh man, that chick, she only like white dudes."
Yeah.
I'm like, it seemed like she feeling me pretty good, dude.
Right.
I done already got a number. I've been over here not even 5 minutes, man. So maybe she only like white dudes when you was trying to get at her.
Exactly.
And then it be them same type of niggas that if it's a chick they cool with,
Mhm.
and they see that chick giving you some play, they'll run back to her,
Right.
trashing you,
Like hard.
say, "Oh, he be up in here with all the bitches."
Bruh.
I hate that shit.
They would use seesaw pimping hard.
Most
They would try to
definitely.
push
And
you
I don't
down so they can come
understand
up.
that shit. That shit is corny.
To me, they do it because they don't have they don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to conversate. They come up with that same watered down game. Hey, babe, ooh, you rocking them jeans. Ooh, girl, what's your name? Then when they actually meet a woman that ain't feeling that, they got to go to the next best thing.
Mm-hmm.
They got to feel like, I have to do something to take the luster off this man's shine. And what they do, like you say, dirty macking, seesaw pimping. One or the other.
And I mean, this is the same cat that I was trying to school him that one night.
Right, right.
Tell him, dude, you don't, man, what the fuck you selling a chick? You don't sell a chick no dream, dude.
You don't
You
do
keep
it.
it a buck with her and go from there. He like, nah, you sell a bitch that dream. I'm like, dude, what did you just get through telling me 5 minutes ago? A chick you hadn't even fucked yet was riding by your house with your daughter playing in the front yard. Your wife was in the house. That's what you get when you sell a chick a dream.
Right.
You hadn't even smashed that chick yet. She already stalking your ass because you done promised her something
Mm-hmm.
that got her thinking you want to actually be with her ass.
Exactly.
I don't move that way. I know you don't move that way.
Oh.
We just don't do that
Don't
shit,
get that.
man. That shit is whack.
If we can't holler at you on a level that catches your attention, it's just ain't meant to be. I'm not finna sit there and sell you, baby, I love you, I want to be with you, blase, blase, just to get your attention and hold on to it. Then when I got you, to dog you out. Because guess what? Like, what'd you say last podcast? You had said, who go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs more over sex? Women.
Easily.
So imagine you don't hype this woman up in her head. 9 times out of 10, if you with somebody, she feel like she should be in that woman's spot. Then you put chorizo on her, man, she finna be out there looking for you in the daytime with a flashlight.
Bone stone crazy.
Bone stone crazy. So that in itself, man, you gotta keep it, like you say, people, you gotta keep it a buck. You gotta keep it 100.
And you can't fall for that, because there's some chicks that want you to sell them that drink.
Yes.
They want you to sell them a fantasy.
Yes.
You can't fall for that. Like The Weeknd said, she want to buy a dream, but I don't sell it.
At all.
I do not sell it. Now, you can rent it for the night.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can rent it on a day-by-day basis.
But I'm not selling you that bullshit.
Yeah.
If I got to sit there and lie to you just to get you to reciprocate interest in me, then I don't want it.
At all, because why? That take too much work. You don't have
Way
time.
too much.
Because guess what? You lie that one time, then you got to keep lying. Then you got to keep lying. Then you got to keep lying.
Talk about it.
So eventually, women are investigators. Even the sorriest of ladies can pinpoint your moves, your actions, your tendencies, your habits, and be able to break it down.
Talk about it.
So, nah, man, like you say, that Dirty Mac and that Seesaw Pimpin', all that there, man, that shit is for the birds, yo.
For real.
That is for the birds.
Completely off subject, but I just got to bring this shit up.
Throw it out there.
Donald Trump better not ever text my damn phone again. Lose my number, fam. I don't need all that bullshit.
You got the presidential text, my nigga?
Kiss my dick. I don't need no fucking text from that nigga, man.
Bruh.
That shit is the equivalent of if my ex texts me. Like, why are you texting me? We have nothing to talk about. Lose my fucking number. We don't have a goddamn thing to talk about.
But it was a very bestest text ever.
Again, kiss my dick.
Man, that dude third, man, him and his Burger King hands, bro. I'm just like, man, I know money could get you a lot of things, bro. But at the same time, how, Sway? How would you even let ladies? I'm gonna ask it anyway. Considering how much money he do have, considering all the things he's done, considering how much he would promise you fame, fortune, and a life of luxury, would you let Donald Trump smash you? Would you let Burger King hand man orange
a lot of you bitches is gonna sit here and lie and say no. You damn Skippy. If he say, I will give you $5 million for the night.
Cash, check, whatever you need, right?
Y'all motherfucking lie. Some of y'all.
For real. Like,
I think there are some that probably wouldn't.
Right. Some have standards.
There's always an exception to every rule.
Right.
But a lot of y'all bitches lying.
Hard. Tell the truth, shame the devil. Would you do it?
A lot of y'all is fucking lying if y'all say no.
But you know that they gon' right now they're thinking about it. Right now they $5 million. You know what I'm saying?
For one night?
One night. That's it.
And they probably he probably just gonna nut in like 2 minutes anyway. Get in and get out. Nah, fam.
Can't do it. Not gonna do it. That same way with like if ugly female, I can't do it, man. If you can offer me enough money in the world. Some people like, oh, what? Nah, bro. Nah, it just don't work like that.
That shit don't shake. Because I know for me, I'm never gonna sit here and call a girl a bitch, a hoe.
Right.
None of that shit.
Right.
You fuck 100 dudes, I don't care. It's your body.
Right.
It's your vagina.
Right.
Do with it whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. The only time I guess look down on somebody is when they do not control the situation.
Right.
Like you said, $5 million. You're putting a price on yourself.
Straight up.
That's the only time I'm gonna look at you and be like, you wow.
Right.
Like, you need to get it together. Because that tells me where your morals are at. And that's just not something I subscribe to. I'm like, fuck that.
That means you could be bought. Plain and simple.
Sold to the highest bidder. The highest bidder. But yeah, that motherfucker better not ever text my phone again, I swear.
What happened if he need a wingman on my knee?
I don't give a fuck what the hell you need. Got enough of them motherfuckers. Like I said, that shit is irrelevant. Like I said, that shit is the equivalent of if my ex texts me. Excuse me, as I mentioned in the last podcast, my ex that I do not have, because I don't have any more exes.
That's right.
If my ex that I do not have texts me, that's the equivalent of that. We have absolutely nothing to talk about.
She's not an ex, but what happened if she wants to be the one? If she can't be a letter, what happened if she wants to be the number?
This is a very interesting question.
Mm-hmm. What happened if she does it about face and say, I see the mistakes that I made. You know what? There aren't any other cats like you. Would you consider it? If she just be like, let's take it slow. Let me show you. Consideration. Would you think about it? Not saying do it, but think about it.
Think about it, yeah.
Right on. Right on.
I would definitely, at the very least, think about it.
Mm-hmm.
But given the way that things ended,
Right.
and we're not, me and her, we actually aren't even on bad terms.
Okay.
We just do not talk anymore, period. I had to cut that off completely.
And that's understandable.
Because that goes back to that it not being healthy.
Right.
Trying to hang on to something that's not there. Can't do it.
Makes sense.
We're not on bad terms. We
Mhm.
just don't talk anymore.
No doubt.
So, I mean, I consider it, but I can tell you right now that shit would be a long shot. Because pain changes people.
It does.
And I can't even say that I'm the same person that I was when me and her were together. Or even right when we broke up.
And
I'm far from it.
you are absolutely 100% undoubtedly correct when you say change. Pain changes people. And not only does it change the person that is inflicted with pain, but it changes their perceptive of how they see the person that caused them that pain. Why? Because typically, let's be honest, when you're in a relationship, 9 times out of 10, you thinking, this person won't do this to me. I trust this person enough to where I can let my guard down.
Try to see the best in them. You don't think they're not like anybody else.
Right.
But yeah.
I mean, like you say, you are completely changed. Whole different person. Then once you shed that, it's hard to put that coat back on. It's hard to put that skin back on. Because why? The whole time you may still care for them, the first thing that comes to your mind is that pain that was inflicted upon you. Then you ask yourself, do I want to do this again?
And then chances are, like you said, even if she came back to me and was like, you're the one for me.
Mm-hmm.
I see mistakes I made.
Right.
You're not like all these other guys. I'd be like, okay, well, congratulations. I'm not the same guy that you knew me to be.
Right.
So you're sitting here all these years later
Mm-hmm.
saying that I'm the guy that you want.
Right.
And at this point, I can't be the guy that I used to be, the guy that you're used to knowing, the guy that you initially fell in love with. I can't be that guy anymore.
At all. He is dead.
And this may sound harsh,
Okay.
but it's your fault that I can't be that guy anymore.
But what happens if she don't want to take credit for that? What happens if she don't want to own up to that, people? What happens if she don't
Well,
want to
then we're
say,
right back at square fucking one, because what woman wants to own up to shit, the mistakes that they've made in the past?
Well, the thing is, people, they want us to do it. They want us to own up to
Exactly,
what we fuck
because
up.
we gotta fucking do every goddamn thing. We're right back at square one. So ain't nothing fucking changed. We ain't fucking owning up to shit. And if you don't know what the hell we talking about, go all the way back to episode 1 when I brought this shit up.
Yes.
When it comes to failed relationships, women have a hard time putting the onus on themselves. Not all of it,
Preach.
but some of the onus on themselves.
Right.
And I will reiterate it again.
Mhm.
This is why you hoes sit there. Every guy you talk to, oh, he ain't shit.
He ain't nothing.
He a bitch ass nigga.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't nothing.
But what they decide.
Why?
That's
Because you will not take any accountability.
what, at all. Period.
If you just own up to it, look yourself in the mirror and say, where did I go wrong in this? Maybe, just maybe, you'll stop falling for these fuck niggas that keep fucking your ass over every chance they get.
They can't do it. They don't. You see, they don't take responsibility for the apple, for Eve.
They really don't.
So guess what? They not finna take responsibility for owning up to the fact that guess what? Their navigator is broken.
This shit is whack.
Their navigator.
Y'all need to grow up. I'm tired of that shit.
Not finna do it. I'll put it to you like this: they're not in a rush to do it.
You ain't lying. And that shit, it gets me because it's a choice.
Very much so.
I said choose is the most powerful word in the English language.
Right.
Growing older is mandatory,
Right.
but growing up is optional. Some of you bitches need to grow up.
Just grow up. But at the same time, the attention that they get by not doing so, being petty, throwing niggas under the bus, they would rather sacrifice a willing, capable, and able relationship by looking at themselves and grow up. They would rather fester in that. They take great joy in that. Then you thinking you could bring your dirty shoes, your pettiness, your immaturity, your the way you feel to somebody that's caring for you, that cut for you, into a real relationship. It don't work like that. It's not gonna work.
Which brings me right into the topic Russ brought up
All right.
about women that say they want a good man.
Mm-hmm.
Then they get one right in the friend zone.
Right. Quick.
I will never understand that shit. Ever. I mean, I do, but I don't.
Right. Because who was that? I was talking to a real good friend of mine. Actually, we talked, and it was so funny because I've known her for quite some time. And when I say she's uber intelligent, she's very smart. But she was telling me about how she got with a guy that was too nice. That was too nice. And basically she was saying, it is. And she was like, I knew he had that dog in him. I knew he had it in him. And so what she do? She kept poking the beast. She kept poking it. And then when it came out in a very destructive manner. And to the point to where she's like, no, I'm done. But she was like, she feels like a man has to have that in him. She was like, put me in my place. I know when I know that I'm acting up. You ain't gotta hit me. You ain't gotta, but use your big boy voice. Just say, stop that shit. Cut it out. What are you doing?
This goes back to, I just completely had just a mental lapse and I completely forgot my thought.
All right. It's gonna come back to me.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about basically. Hold on, we did run a circle with it. We were talking about friend zones. We was talking about friend zones.
I'm having a brain fart.
How females stick niggas in that friend zone. How they sit up there and be like, "Oh, I like you, but as a friend."
Fuck, it's not coming back to me.
It's going. I ain't gonna say what help. Nice drink. Drinks bring everything back to the forefront.
You ain't lying.
But Russ, again, shout out to young man Russ. You know what I'm saying? Dangerous.
Yes, honorary Thundercat.
Yes, but that's a good point because you do got guys out there that do genuinely, and on a real life point, not only care for you but your children. Somebody that would be a good provider, that would look out for you, but automatic friend zone material.
Yep.
And sometimes it seems like women. Let's be honest. Do y'all even know that before he opened his mouth? Do you already had done broke him down by what he's wearing, what he looks like, what you perceive of him, that you already know right off the cuff that he's going to have a front row seat to a free admission, a free viewing to the friend zone?
I think with some women that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
That they already have this pre-notion in their head that I'm not going to sleep with him, I'm not going to give him the time of day, I'm just going to keep him at arm's distance.
Right.
And just let that be the reason.
Just like that.
And those be the guys that I'm not putting up with it.
At all.
I'll tell you right now.
Period.
But them dudes that just continue to be in the friend zone and just stay there, women, that's the guy that will cut for you.
Yeah.
If you actually just step out of that comfort zone.
Exactly.
Maybe for whatever reason, maybe physically he's not usually what you go after.
Right.
Maybe his mentality, maybe isn't normally what you go after. Step out of your comfort zone and just give it a shot. What do you have to lose? Because clearly the motherfuckers y'all pick ain't helping because y'all are on Facebook every other week talking about niggas ain't shit with y'all hungry. And I fucking hate that shit too.
Dude.
Y'all need to go play in traffic.
Please. Because that
shit is so fucking whack.
It is. You posting Drake memes, you sit up there, but don't want to take accountability. You
None
don't want to accept
whatsoever.
it. And like you say, this cat could be everything. He could be cool, he could be sweet. But my thing is this, if you know, now I understand having a friend. And what I mean, I feel like being a friend and friend zone is two separate things.
Very, very true.
You know,
very
a
true.
friend, you chop it up with him, you kick it, you know that there is no emotional wants in that relationship, so to speak. Whether it's just time with each other, making each other laugh, whatever, chopping it up. But when a person is friend zone, cut bait with that, man. And I get sometimes some guys don't want to leave their friend zone. When you be like, look, we're not gonna be together, you cool, I like you. But some of y'all ladies will milk that.
You ain't lying. They will string your asses along to get
real.
whatever they can out of you while they fucking the next nigga. And you not getting nothing out of it other than just some a companion.
That's it. That is it. Or even worse, they will share stories about it, knowing how you feel about them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know, me and Darius, we went out tonight. Oh my gosh, we had so much fun. What you think I should wear? What you think I should wear the next time we go out? Whole time, this man, because he's afraid of losing you or losing that place in the friend zone, he will put his pride aside.
Word of advice: lose that bitch.
Let it be gone.
If any of you little Tinder dicks are in this situation, lose that bitch. I guarantee you, cut off all communication with her ass. Watch her come beating your dough down whenever you're not at her beck and call every chance you get.
Yeah, you have to let that go, fellas. You have to. I mean, you ain't doing nothing but hurting yourself.
It's not
And-
fair to you.
At all.
And it ain't healthy.
Period. And if you do stick around, same way we was talking about with the woman that sticks around with a guy that ain't no good. Fellas, if you hang around for that abuse, that slowly becomes on you. You as a man need to know your worth as
Take
well.
some accountability.
You have to. Why? Because granted, men pick and women choose, but you have to have that confidence to know that if I can't get her, I will still, there is somebody out there for me.
I always say it. Be where value is valued.
For real, real talk.
If she ain't, noticing what you bring to the table, and vice versa, if he don't,
Right.
move the fuck on to somebody that do.
Plain and
It's
simple.
just that simple.
Yes.
I know some of y'all make it harder than it has to be, saying, I can't leave her, I can't leave. Fuck that.
Man, I will leave so damn quick. It is not even funny. Like, for real.
Think I want. Go.
Straight gun smoke.
Out of there. Shoot.
And I'm just like, you have to have confidence in yourself, fellas. You have to. Without confidence is a natural hater blocker right off the
I
face.
ain't lying.
With that, not only is it a hater blocker, but it's also a natural cologne for women.
Mm-hmm.
If they see a woman could tell when you lack confidence.
Yep.
You know, every man for the most part has it somewhere in him. It's just you gotta find it. You gotta be able to have enough confidence to find it and put it forward. And guess what? Every woman may not like it, but you will find something that will.
Most definitely. Make eye contact. For God's sake, stop. Don't be looking down at your feet, head down.
Right.
Just make. You will be surprised how far you can get just making eye contact before you even open your mouth.
Mm-hmm. And look at her, like you say, in her eyes, not her body, not what
Don't
she
look at her
wearing.
mouth.
Don't.
Look at her titties.
Right. In her eyes.
In her eyes.
Yes. And ladies, if that man is shorter than you, accept that. See, y'all want accept that. See, Paul ain't got that problem. He like 6'12". You know what I'm saying? But you do got some guys out there that maybe y'all get. How can I put it? Y'all okay? A man will look at a woman and be like, okay, she's a little bit overweight. I work out with her. Cool. I'm gonna help you lose this weight. or I think you fine just the way you are.
You can't do nothing about your height.
You can't do nothing about your height
They don't see that though.
at all. Period. That and the thing that get me is some short niggas. Now I ain't too short. All right, I can't rap, but I ain't too short. I feel like I'm about average height or close to it. But the fact of the matter is that they will pass up a good guy because of something that's out of his control for a guy that's tall enough but that's gonna dog him out.
Mm-hmm.
So goes back to what we was talking about before, that shallowness. Because a man will look at you and feel like, oh, well, a little bit overweight, but guess what? You can do something about that. I'm gonna help you do something about that. Ladies don't do that. They don't try to do that, P-Mac.
They do not. I've met so many women that are 5'9", 5'10", 5'11",
Right?
that say they will not date a dude shorter than them.
And the thing that get me is for the craziest of reasons. I like to wear heels. You can barely walk in heels. But when I wear heels, I'm like 6'1". But
The fuck they gotta do? I like when you wear heels too. Shit.
for real, that does it for me. But at the same time, short fellas just be SOL. Be straight
That
gun
shit
smoke.
trash.
It's for the birds.
That shit is trash.
It is straight up for the birds.
And some of them, I feel like they'll just use that as a reason to nitpick.
True that. True that.
Because, you know, there's always them people, they have to find something wrong with anybody they get involved with to talk themselves out of it.
Right.
I feel like that's a lot of women's go-to.
No doubt.
Like, maybe if they're, whatever the reason, maybe they're scared,
Mm-hmm.
they've been hurt from a previous relationship, whatever.
Right.
The homegirls be like, oh, how's it going with that guy? Y'all done been out a couple times. I mean, he's a good guy, but I don't know, he's a little short. Like,
Bruh, that added
people,
on.
you know, people will find reasons to
That's
do
true.
that shit.
Like, literally, like, for me, like we talked about in the first, you got an ugly laugh. I know it's petty. You could be the sweetest thing. You could be the sweetest thing on 2 feet. You could be Miss Barrett walking. But if you got an ugly laugh, like, I just can't do it. And that's something that you can't change. Well, you could probably change your laugh, or you could keep it inside. I get that, but I don't want that. Because I'm a fool. I want us to laugh. But I swear, if you laugh and it sounds like you're trying to hawk up a loogie every time, I'm going to struggle with that.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a little. I've never been in that situation before, so I can't. I don't know how I would react. But I'm sure I would have a little bit of an issue with it if your laugh sound like you starting up a lawnmower.
It's the struggle is real, bro.
Man,
It is real.
Yeah, the shit is wild, man.
That is
Yeah,
what's up.
that shit is crazy, man. We touched about it a little bit earlier about the people that just can't be alone. I've never.
Right.
Again, I'm an introvert.
Right.
I love being by my motherfucking self.
No doubt. No doubt.
Somebody say I'm gonna leave you by you. I'm gonna leave you. You ain't got nobody. I'm like, don't threaten me with a good time.
So-
I'm an introvert. I don't even want to leave the house.
Say what people you like, man. You ain't said me, myself, and I could be three's company. Could most
You ain't
definitely.
lying. Shit.
It's-
That to me, that is gonna be like the biggest benefit of a relationship for me. I'm like, well, damn. Now I don't have to go out and try to meet people no more. Shit. The only time I'm gonna leave this motherfucking house is when I go on vacation
that's
because
it.
I love to travel. So I need me a lady that loves to travel.
That's what's up. And see, my thing is, I'm social. You know, for the most part, I'm very social. I do like my downtime, but just because I'm social, that doesn't mean that I'm afraid of being by myself. I'd rather, at least I know I'll keep myself good company. I know I won't do myself bad.
No.
So just thinking that I'm gonna be sticking with you and be your human punching bag, your HPV, that ain't, it ain't finna shake like that. Hell, even my rocket don't shake like that. So I sure ain't finna shake like that.
Like, I'm not about to sit here staying in the company of somebody that I don't even want to be around just so I can say that I'm not alone.
Right.
I've never understood that.
At all. That means you rocking your bad relationship like an accessory.
Yep.
You know, just like nigga keep a watch, a purse, or whatever else. That's how you rocking your bad relationship. I mean, you just gotta sit it down. You gotta let that go.
I personally have just never understood that shit. But That's my introverted brain, I guess.
And there's absolutely nothing wrong with it.
Shit, do not threaten me with a good time. I will be by myself.
But guess what? They would throw that. I will walk. Do you need me to buy you some
Your
shoes
feet
today?
broken?
For real?
Go.
Holla at you later.
Peace. X's and O's. See you later.
For real. Hasta luego. Bon voyage.
Real.
For the group, but they just don't know.
They really don't. But yeah, well, what advice you got for the people, man?
Man, let's see here. We talked about.
Because I'm tapped out. I'm gonna have to think of something.
Let me see what I can send the people home with happy, man.
Let me see.
We talked about worth. We talked about pay attention. How oftentimes do we pay attention to the things that the person that we with do wrong? But do we pay attention? Do we acknowledge the things that a person does right for us that are in our lives? And what I mean by that is that at the same time we're supposed to pay attention to ourselves. We're supposed to give ourselves kudos, but are they misplaced kudos? And what I mean by that is say for instance, I mean he cuts the yard, he washes the cars, he protects the house. Cool. For me, I personally feel like that is something you should not get credit for.
Oh man,
You know what I'm
that is.
saying? I feel like that is something that you shouldn't have to pat yourself on the back to do. That is something that you comes with the title.
And I don't mean to cut you off like this, but
Mhm.
all you fuckers that be sitting there posting on Facebook, oh, I just bought my babies this and that. I'll take care of my kids. I'm like, you're supposed to do that. Shut the fuck up.
You're supposed to do
You're
that.
supposed to do that shit. What the
Right.
fuck do you want? A goddamn cookie?
Exactly.
Shut your dumb ass up and continue being a parent, you stupid bitch.
But
I'm sorry.
That,
That shit just pisses me off.
that got in your
That
ears.
shit pisses me the fuck off, man.
Who stole the jelly out of your donuts?
I don't understand that shit, and a lot of it comes from the single mom.
Right. And you know what?
Now, some of y'all take care of y'all business, but you
Hold
got
it
them
down.
other ones that sit there. My kids ain't gonna want for nothing. I buy them this, I buy them that. They're going to a good school. They got clothes, they got food. I'm like, congratulations, you're being a
Right.
fucking parent. Shut the
It's-
fuck up.
And you would think that your child being happy would be enough kudos for that. Would be enough for that. But people are misplacing their things.
That's the fucking era we live in. Everything is for fucking likes.
There you go. That's it. As opposed to doing it because it's the right thing to do. Understand that you don't deserve a pat on the back for everything. Acknowledge people that's supposed to be acknowledged. Acknowledge your spouse. Acknowledge your girl. Acknowledge your boyfriend. Acknowledge your man. Get that. Pay attention to him. Keep an eye on that. But at the same time, don't acknowledge yourself as well. But don't give yourself the credit when it's something that you are supposed to do. If you know you're not supposed to walk outside barefoot, go to your job sober or whatever. Okay, that's what you're supposed to do. These are things that are supposed to be the natural order of life. You know, if somebody else want to give you credit for it, cool, that's fine, whatever. But you yourself do not expect a pat on the back to be for being a good man or a good woman, because 9 times out of 10, that's the way it's supposed to be. That's just how I feel about it. What about you, P-Man?
Well, I had something. Now I've got two things.
All right, bring it
The
on.
first thing really is just to piggyback off yours. If you do something nice for somebody,
Mhm.
it's perfectly well and good.
Right.
But the moment you post about it on Facebook or on Twitter or something, all you're doing is feeding your fucking ego.
That's it. That's it.
Go play in traffic.
Like,
I have zero patience for that shit. But motherfuckers sit there posting that. I passed by a homeless person. I gave them $20. Yay, me. Shut the fuck up.
Right.
Like, really?
let your deed speak for itself.
Like, your ego is that huge that you need people to pat you on the back on Facebook and
Yes.
give you likes for this shit.
Yes.
Grow your ass up. I can't
Yeah.
stand that bullshit.
It gets old. It gets
Real
old.
fucking quick. I hate that shit.
It gets real.
The moment you post about it, all you're doing is feeding your ego. I hate that
It's
shit.
done. It's done.
And the other thing I'm gonna leave y'all with is, like I said, you have to love yourself first.
Yes. Yes.
First and foremost.
Yes.
If you do not love yourself, you will not be able to effectively love somebody else.
At all. Period. It's not. You're not capable of. And even if you can give some of that love away, it won't be 100%.
And then that's when you're shortchanging them, and it's not fair to them.
Exactly.
Because you're not giving them everything you got because you don't even love yourself. So love yourself, value yourself,
Right.
value the things that have value,
Right.
your time, your energy. We
Right.
can make money back.
Yeah.
Fuck money.
You can't take it with you.
Value your loved ones. All of this shit that's important.
Right.
Your friends, your family, kids if you got them, your husband, your wife, whatever. Value those things.
Right.
All this material shit, money, cars, fuck all that.
Likes.
All that shit, especially, especially fucking I almost think I'm with Kanye to cut the likes off.
You know what?
Some of you motherfuckers ain't gonna know what to do
Nah,
if they cut the
right.
likes off.
Right. If they had to pay likes like it was a bill, you'd have people that would actually pay money
I believe
to
it.
keep likes on.
I believe it
like
because
the
some of y'all
electric
are little fuckety fucks that all y'all do is for likes. Y'all post every damn thing
everything.
for likes. Look at my breakfast.
Right.
Like it. Like my breakfast. Like the song I'm playing on the radio
Right.
on the way to work. Like that I'm at work. Like that I'm on lunch. Like that I'm off work. Like that I'm about to eat for dinner. Like what I'm watching on TV. Shut the fuck up.
And that's the thing. Well, they need, that's that energy that we were talking about. You want somebody to invest that energy into you by pressing a button when you don't have enough, that person doesn't have enough energy to like themselves. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
Plain
And that's
and
all
simple.
I got on that bullshit.
Likewise.
I'm over it.
Likewise. Done.
What else happened? T.I. dropped an album. I'm not in a rush to listen to it. I'll get to it when I get to it. Kanye doing fuck shit on SNL dressed up as a big fucking bottle.
I can't do it. I can't. Well, he goes by Ye now.
Oh, yeah.
Ye.
Add Sci-Hi the Prince to the list of people that are trying to beef with Joe Budden.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, how did this come about?
Well, we all know about Kanye's comments about slavery a few months back, this and that.
Right.
Sci-Hi the Prince, because he is signed to Good Music, stood behind Ye for his comments. I'm like, just because a nigga pays you don't mean you have to agree with the shit.
At all.
So, Unc, you know how he is. He says what's on his mind.
Right. Right.
He called it out.
Right.
He said, Kanye is cooning. Sci, you're cooning.
Plain and simple.
That was months ago that Kanye made those comments.
Okay.
That was months ago that Joe made those comments.
Okay.
Sci is just dissing him now. You know what that says to me?
Trying to get
I bet an album is coming.
Yeah. That's all that is. He need his name out there.
He bet Joe $500,000
Uh-huh.
in a battle. A rap battle. Shut up.
Really?
You know what Joe basically said?
What's that?
If I didn't come out of retirement for Eminem, why the fuck would I come out of retirement for you? Because you got a fucking album coming and you're trying to use
His
my name to clout chase, basically. Right. I'm like, sorry, you whack for that. Your album last year was dope, but you're whack for that. And
gotta get better.
I don't know what else. LMA again, October 12th. I can't wait.
I think that's gonna be good. I'm gonna have to check that out.
And Alicia Cara just dropped a new video. I can't wait for her album too. I think that's coming this year too.
She got that nice smooth voice.
Yes.
Also dropped out was Venom. Venom hit theaters today.
Yes.
Heard it didn't get
And I
good
need to go
reviews,
see
but
that.
I'm still gonna check that out. I'm
I might go check that out sometime this weekend.
Right on, right on, right on.
Oh, anything else? I think we covered just about everything.
Sounds about right.
I got nothing else. People better leave me the fuck alone whenever NBA start. Y'all ain't gonna be able to get in touch with me.
For me, my time is already here with football. I'm perfectly content with that. Now,
basketball starting up. Football is like that stepchild that nobody like in my family now.
Oh man, don't do us like that.
I know a lot of people are gonna kill me for that.
It's okay.
But I don't really give a fuck.
Sunday, Dallas Cowboys take on the Houston Texans. Y'all know who to root for.
Oh, that's a win.
Y'all know.
The Texans are trash. I don't even need to watch football. I know the Texans are trash.
Y'all know who to root for. Root for them boys. do yourself a favor. Do that.
Always.
Just like that.
Well, we're going to get ready to get up out of here. As always, it is your boy, P Mac.
It's your boy, the Walking Holiday, He-Man.
Episode 4 is a wrap. Again, shout out to the YouTube listeners. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. And we appreciate all of the feedback we've been getting from the loyal listeners.
No doubt.
As long as y'all keep wanting us to do this,
we're
going to keep putting them out.
Okay. We're going to keep rocking with y'all. Don't forget, be treats, don't be tricking.
There you go.
Just
Because
like
we
that.
love to talk shit.
Always and forever.
All right, y'all. Peace.